नमस्कार, फिर पैसा बोलता है में आपका स्वागत है। पांडिचेरी के बाद अगला इवेंट कहाँ करने के बारे हमने सोचने के बाद ये फैसला किया अगला मीटिंग बहरीन में होगा। 24 में शुक्रवार को होगा। हमने गल्फ कंट्रीज में सारे कंट्रीज कवर किए हैं, लेकिन बहरीन नहीं गए हैं। ये हमारा पहला विजिट होगा बहरीन को। बहरीन से अगर आप मुझे मिलना चाहें तो नीचे किए व्हाट्सएप नंबर और ईमेल आईडी में संपर्क करें। नमस्कार, धन्यवाद, जय हिंद। नमस्कार, फिर पैसा बोलते हैं में आपका स्वागत है। मैं आनंद श्रीनिवासन। आज हम हॉट टेक करने वाले हैं। 3 इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक्स लाए हैं मेरे भाई आपसे बात करने के लिए, तो इन सब पर विचार करेंगे। कल मैं पांडिचेरी में कई लोग आपने आए, मुझे देखा और मेरा स्पीच सुना और उसके बाद इंटरेक्टिव सेशन हुआ। इसके लिए मैं आपका आभारी हूँ। विनोद, हॉट टेक्स।
I'm curious, Anand. As I was preparing to what to ask you today, I read this interesting piece of article in news that Elon Musk has landed in China. He's been invited by China Council for promotion of international trade, where he's engaging discussions with the council head. So I thought he was very busy and he couldn't come and see our Prime Minister, and he had very pressing Tesla obligations. And of course, we saw the Tesla nosediving and sales nosediving. But somehow he seems to be having time for
China.
Okay. What is this? Is it supposed to be a snub for us?
See, he negotiated very hard with the Indians. And the Indians rolled out a red carpet to an extent that they said some 5,000 cars per year you can bring with reduced duty. He announced with great fanfare that a German plant will make a you need right-hand wheels for India. So you needed right-hand drives the the German vehicle manufacturers will make. And he is coming up to firm up a deal. Mukesh Bhai se he already spoke to Mukesh. And there were rumors that Reliance is going to tie up with Tesla, and there's going to be a EV project. MG Motors already tied up with JSW. It was all bar over the shouting. Then suddenly he developed cold feet. And he refused. And the problems in Tesla were known. And he has been cutting prices of his cars for some time now. And recently cut prices further. But in spite of that, without duty, the cheapest Tesla car will be about 25 lakhs without duty. Correct?
Correct.
Or am I wrong?
No, you're already about correct, yeah.
So 25 lakhs without taxes and on the roads. So if you put in the current tax structure, you'll have about 30 to 35 lakhs you can bring in a car. And how many people in India can buy an electric vehicle for 35 lakhs? Because that car cannot travel outside long distance. Because you don't know where you have charging stations. And we do not, even if the range is there, people will not take the risk. So what is the point if I buy a 40 lakh car and cannot drive between Bangalore and Madras?
Correct.
So people will not buy it. And he is not in a position to produce a car which can be sold for 15 lakhs. If he wants to do a mass market, it has to be a 20, 25, 15 to 20 lakh car. He is not in a position to do this. And the Tatas have already taken the lower end of the market. They are selling about 7,000-8,000 cars a month. Right? Punch EV is there on a new platform. So they have taken the low end market. And so the higher end market is only open to him. And the higher end market here, Benz, Jaguar Land Rover will come. They are going to go fully electric in 5-6 years, they announced. So if they are going to, and they are going to start a plant in Ranipet. So if they are going to, we are going to match up with JLR. And the bottom end is taken out. And overall EV sales is declining. What is the point in putting in plant in India? As far as China is concerned, China is where he has a big production base.
Correct.
China is also a very large market for EVs. China is the largest manufacturer of electric vehicles, going neck and neck with it's much even in automobiles it's going neck and neck. Electric vehicles it's way ahead of even Japan, and it exports a lot of electric vehicles. And the biggest challenge for Tesla is coming from BYD, which is a Chinese company, and BYD has already started selling in India. So these are the reasons. Having already put his money, it's the largest market and largest manufacturing market. So he must be also sourcing products for his cars worldwide. This is the difference between India and China, and that's why he put China first, India second.
The next thing which I wanted to talk about was IDFC Bank.
The results were bad. It's bad because even before the NPS came, he made provisions. Because the gross NPA has declined, net NPA has declined. But there are accounts which his systems is saying is going to be bad. So he's already provided for them proactively. And the RBI has also fined him 1 crore for a loan he has given to a public sector unit. So it could be a corporate loan which has gone bad. But if the market overreacts tomorrow and it corrects by 10%, I would consider it. It's very expensive at this point of time.
At this point in time. So if you see a correction of at least 10%,
I'll definitely
then
consider
it will get into consideration.
it will get into my consideration book. The more interesting thing have you seen? Coffee Day is vacating that vending machine, coffee vending machine. Right? It's a highly unorganized place.
Correct.
Nestle has now started a product called Nespro.
No, it's already there. It's a top-end luxury capsule model which they're bringing into India.
Right? It's only in private residences.
Yes.
Now, Tatas have now decided that 8 o'clock coffee they have,
Yes.
they can also join the party. They tried to buy Cafe Day, the valuations didn't match.
Yes.
And now the news is just creeping out that there are 1,000 machines they've already put out.
Correct.
So, what is now happening is he's selling coffee,
Yes.
right? He's merged Tata Coffee with him.
Yes.
He's selling coffee,
And of course, Starbucks is there.
he's selling Starbucks,
Yes.
and now he is also
And he's got this partnership with Lavazza also.
Lavazza, and now he's vending machines. So he is going through the entire structure.
Correct. He's offering from like how he's offering cars from base to luxury. He's going to be offering coffee
He's
from.
doing what he has coffee plantations also.
Yes.
So is he doing another Siddhartha?
Yes. That's a question. That sure looks like it.
He's another coffee day,
Yeah.
right? Without saying so.
Yes.
He's tied up with Starbucks
Yes.
and saying in next 2 years we are going to do 1,000 shops.
Correct.
So he's rapidly expanding deep pockets
Yes.
and it will become profitable. Right? He's selling 8 o'clock instant coffee. He's also growing coffee. Now coffee vending machines. So there is a strategy that is going on there. Only thing, it's frightfully expensive to buy at this point of time.
Correct. But even their results were not so great. No, Tata Consumers.
Yeah, but what he is, don't go by Tata Consumer itself. See, he started as a tea company. He is now a Himalayan water is there, Tetley tea is there. I'm saying only in coffee what he is doing is interesting.
Yes.
He has merged Tata Coffee with him, right? If you have traveled recently, it was not there 5 years back. Now he is ensuring that in every Indian hotel room it's only Tetley or his
True.
brand that is there.
Yes.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I have. I do agree on that. Recently, staying in the Tata properties, the Tajas, you do notice that.
Okay,
There's
now,
a total synergy
that
happening.
was not there before.
No, there seems to be like how they're trying to synergize in the new platform. They're trying to synergize cross-brand, all their
Now my wonder is, in Air India also only this will go,
Possibly, yes. Yes, makes sense.
right? So if Taj Air India are big captive customers for him. Now I'm talking about a very small section of his business. Tata Consumer main business is Tata Salt. You understand? Tata Salt is a big behemoth with them. And now he's bought that Organic India or whatever that was with Fab India's organic business.
Yes.
He's bought the Chingli Capital Foods. So he was also trying a bit for Haldirams. And he tried Bisleri also. So he is trying to become a whole food player. That is Tata Consumer. But my point was on this tea and coffee business, like ITC is becoming, this is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger without anybody noticing it. This is what I thought. But the price is too expensive.
Yes, but at the same time, I do think overall, only talking about Tata Consumer Services, I do feel overall the inflation pinch which we've all been feeling, like how ITC has been feeling, even the Tata Consumer is also feeling because even there, I read somewhere reports that the Tata Starbucks the last quarter sales are also down for even Tata Starbucks.
Yeah, but they are saying they'll expand.
They're expanding. They're ambitiously going to said that by 2028 they're going to have 1,000 stores across India.
That's what I told you.
Yeah. So you are right that in the sense that though these quarter dips and swings seem to be temporal for them and they don't seem to be too worried about it because the size of the pocket he has and the length of runway he can bat at, he's not worried about a small turbulence here and there.
Yeah, but the other thing which I wanted to talk to you, Reliance Retail. Reliance Retail sales, which includes their consumer products, is now bigger than the combined sales of Tata Consumer, Godrej Consumer, ITC, Unilever, DMart and everybody put together.
True.
But you cannot consider that because it's all in one company.
Yes.
I don't know how much telecom is making separately. I don't have proper accounts.
Yes.
I don't know how much retail
And
is
his
making.
numbers, whatever he says.
Yeah, and how much his petrochemical division is making.
Yeah.
And his debt is continuously growing up.
Correct. So as an investor, it's
a big black box.
Yeah. As an Indian, it's something to feel happy and proud about.
Yeah.
But as an investor, it is too much of a black box.
And he's too big. So I don't know. And after seeing Anil Ambani, I'm scared for debt.
Yes.
So
because when you talk about Anil Ambani, which I wanted to hit on, was also this piece of news which came about that Reliance Capital urging Hinduja.
Now Hindujas are now trying to say. Yeah. So IRDA is not giving approvals Hindujas claim. And therefore they are not able to pay 9,600 crores in time.
Well, Reliance Capital is saying.
The lenders of Reliance Capital says we have already discounted everything.
Yes, please, Baba.
Please, Baba, pay up.
Yeah.
So be very careful. I don't know.
This is how debt can hurt, is what we're trying to say.
Yeah, debt can hurt. The only problem in Reliance is debt. And it is problem because he said I'll become debt free.
Yeah.
He said I'll be net debt free.
Yeah.
Ratan Tata's man Chandrasekhar said he'll make Tata Motors debt free. At least debt didn't go up.
Yes.
And it's been sliding down, and next 1 year later, they're going to be debt free and they're not raising debt.
Yes, and they're showing a roadmap which they're sticking to.
But here, debt is continuing, and Tata Sons is also bringing down debt.
Yeah.
When the biggest player in the room is bringing down debt, if you are piling on debt, then something.
You must be knowing something which we all cannot see.
We cannot see. So I don't want to put my money in something which I cannot see.
Yeah. So I'll stick in a circle of competence, as
Buffett says.
Yeah.
आपने इस पॉडकास्ट को सुना, इसके लिए मैं आपका आभारी हूँ. हो सके तो इस वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और बेल नोटिफिकेशन दबाएं. इस वीडियो को अपने दोस्त और रिश्तेदार के साथ शेयर करें, उनको देखने की आग्रह करें. अगर आप हमसे संपर्क करना चाहते हैं, एक ईमेल नीचे दिया है, ईमेल को मेल भेज दिए, मेरा टीम आपसे बात करेगी. नमस्कार, धन्यवाद, जय हिंद.
जय हिंद.